Oh, right, it is going to flicker. Appropriate. But see, the audio can be turned a bit down. Yeah, that's one of the most lovely things about this game. You can get killed by closing doors. Just hilarious. Alright. Bam Shazam! I'm back. And this level seems awfully familiar, doesn't it? Of course, the interface will be spazzing out. There's probably nothing I can do about that. I don't really care all that much. Let's do an ammo check. I have my pitchfork. 54 shots in the full gun. Shotgun, 74. 500 bullets in the Tommy gun. Need to take care of that. I need to use up some of my napalm launcher's ammo. I have dynamite, the makeshift flamethrower, and the voodoo doll. Of course, special types of dynamite. But most importantly, I need to take care of my Tommy gun. Which is under 4. Yeah, the eerie atmosphere, nothing here. Bam! Gargoyle. Stun lock it. Kill it. Drops a life seed. I don't need that quite yet. The doctor's bag, which I will need eventually. It's another doctor's bag and a third doctor's bag actually. Somewhere there. Hidden. What the hell? Oh, it swiped at me from inside the shed, obviously. Why would it not? Yeesh. Picked up the life seed by accident while running around. Hilarious, isn't it? So what tends to happen if you aren't as attentive as you probably should be? Also, dolls. Dolls are the most dangerous enemies in this entire game. Because they do not deal damage, they just crush you. They kill you. They end your life in an instant. Dolls don't mess around. Dolls just come at you. I need the skull key to get through here. To get the skull key, I need the eye key. And the eye key I'll get soon enough. This seems like something that's movable, but it is not. Unless, of course, it is only movable from the other side. I could jump over there. I don't need to quite yet. I need to jump up there to access the moon key, which will be useful quite soon if I go that way to the left. And also this place is accessible through jump boots. So I'll get the eventually. Let's get the moon key. Try to clear things. Let's not hurt these people. As I have previously concluded, they are possibly, probably, mostly innocent. As innocent as a man can be, anyway. They seem to be dazed and confused and frightened. Probably should avoid hurting them. Not just because they are weak, but because they don't pose a threat to me, and what? Will I get crushed now? Nope. That's a weird elevator you have, though. Why does it make a sound? Why does it make a sound? Some more ammo in the Tommy gun. I've also become quite proficient at activating and deactivating the boots. Because let's face it, conserving them, it's nice. It's not necessary in most circumstances. You can let them run out for a bit, but once you start the jump, there's no need to keep them activated. Oh hey! Finally! I was playing like nobody was watching. As opposed to dancing like nobody's watching. So far, you haven't missed much. I'm dreadfully sorry about this. I wanted to stream this particular level before the weekend, before the regular stream, just get through it since you've seen pretty much everything in here. But since I'm here and you're here, I guess we're kind of stuck doing this, aren't we? See, this is the silly part about raids. If you run away from them, they will keep chasing you. If you do not run away from them, they might hurt you, conceivably. It may seem that way to you. Make it work. Bam! Snap! People watching the VODs will probably be fine. Even if I left that, they would have been fine if I left that in. If I cut it out, they shouldn't have too much to complain about. Most people probably still only watch the highlights because he wants to see this level again. This is basic armor, which I cannot pick up because I already have enough armor. These basic physical armor because apparently enemies do different attacks and therefore deal different types of damage to you in this particular game. Perhaps I should have read the manual. Reading the manual seems like the right thing to do. Seems like something I would do most of the time. See, having the jump boots, I can get over though immediately. I don't need to wait. Alright. Blew them up. As I should. There's the dagger key. Once again, I don't... So this Tesla charge, it's ammo for a weapon I do not yet have, I believe. I might gain access to this weapon somewhere within this level, but the only place I have so far not explored, as far as this level goes, is the cellar accessed through the eye door, through the eye key. The eye door you open with the eye key. And the skull door. Well, actually the skull room behind the skull door, opened by the skull key. Sheesh. Should I jump over here immediately or should I follow the path? I don't know, there's so many places to explore and I have to keep everything in mind. All the secrets I have discovered. Yeah, the difference between new style zombies and old style zombies is that the new style zombies take 2 floors to get killed. The old ones require a single floor. They will inevitably come alight and burn down to a crisp, ending the miserable existence. God damn it, I'm sorry, my allergies are just catching up with me. This normally doesn't happen. This normally doesn't happen at all. And even if it does happen to a degree and it bothers me, I can mostly handle it during the stream. Somehow, today it's all a lot worse. It's quite peculiar considering the fact that today's stream is arguably the best stream ever. Considering the fact that what an explosion, huh? I've upped the frame rate and thus you need a little bit more bandwidth than usual to see the stream. Oh, that's probably the reason you're having difficulties. I mean, it might be the reason, and for that I do apologize, but I figured it would be worth it in the end. Blowing them up is spectacular. It might be considered a waste of dynamite. Yeah, I think that, but apparently that's completely untrue. Oh, right. Alt F and then C. This is the spell doctor's bag, which I can pick up eventually if I need to. Need to remember that there's a pool with a spare doctor's bag over here. I can come back and pick up a completely fresh, unused doctor's bag. But so far I have 200 health. That's something to get in. Actually, no fades will be implemented, so it's a fairly useless assessment. Let's not jump into the pool and pick up the doctor's bag by accident. That would be a horrible mistake. I refuse to make. So this is the place I came from. I could jump over there and pick up the doctor's bag, but I do not want to. This is the window I fell out of for a second time. This is a dead end, so you get out through here, kill the zombies, head over here. And then you can pick up the doctor's bag. You can't enter the building quite yet. You go around the building during this level, and you want to enter the building, but they tease you. They tease you endlessly. This is the path that will eventually lead you there. Once again, they tease you. I know this window. I have broken this window previously, and I will break it again. Sounds like a threat, but it's not. Pumping zombies full of lead is mostly a waste of time, especially the new style zombies. The old style zombies kinda can live with. Well, that was a waste. Setting them on fire in close quarters wasn't probably the best of ideas, considering that they have a ranged attack. They barf out these projectiles, or they throw cleavers at you. No matter. The end result is they are a threat, only in very, very close quarters. Otherwise, you can dodge out of harm's way quite easily. It's just that in this particular place, in this hedge maze, these tight corridors, they may be quite effective at ruining your life. I have quite a few shots left in this shotgun, so why the hell not bother them? Nice. Whoa! Whoa, that kinda deafened me. This is a dead end as far as I remember. Yes? It doesn't lead anywhere. It's probably designed that way. Of course it's designed that way. What I meant to say was, it is a dead end, but that's because this is supposed to be this hedge maze. It's not supposed to be all too complicated, so you would get terribly lost here. But it's complicated enough for you to get the sense of bewilderment, at least briefly, and to get the impression that you might get lost, even though you really will not. By the way, something I feel a bit of necessity to remark on. Such a fancy way of saying it, so interesting. I get the feeling that this particular game has served an interesting purpose. It has taught me quite it hasn't really actually taught me a bit of knowledge per se. It's served more as practice and a ways of acquiring a new skill, something I was terribly poor at most of the time in real life, and that is this skill of navigating spots. Bad idea. Even worse idea. As I was saying, I'm burnout. Because if they run at you while they are aflame, you do get damage. However, if you walk over them, if you walk over them after they are dead, well, more dead than the usual zombie anyway. If you walk over the flaming corpses, you do not get damaged by the flames, which is a bit of inconsistency, but I guess the flames have kinda burnt out by that point, at least mostly. Even though you see a roaring fire, it no longer damages you, as far as I can tell anyway. Yeah, I just wanted to mention briefly the thing I think I'm saying for the third time, that my ability to familiarize myself with new places, at least in video games, to remember paths, etc., to navigate these more complicated room compositions, and not necessarily room compositions, but in general, terrain that's a bit complex and not just a straight corridor, has improved thanks to this game. So, for instance, I don't get as confused in Overwatch if I have a map that's kinda branched out in different directions. I now can handle it quite easily. I mostly remember it by landmarks, though. May or may not be the typical approach. I need to remember that dolls are my biggest enemy. Zero damage. He did absolutely nothing to me. It did absolutely nothing to me. Yeah, the atmosphere in this game is quite eerie. Where did the music go? Alright. It just looped around, and either the ending or the beginning was very quiet, so you could not hear it. Oh, and if the game temporarily freezes, that's just because that's working as intended. That's just the music restarting, which takes a bit and puts the game under strain. I think there's a rat or a spider over there. I need to get rid of that at all cost. Even if I have to spend a bit of Tommy gun ammo, I'm fine with that. We are inside the building now, the only place I have not explored yet, pretty much at all. Please don't be bothered by the flickering interface. It's the same on my end. It's not a graphical error that's only affecting you. It's same. I mean, obviously, it's only affecting a part, in a very noticeably separate part of the game area. So it's not like it's... Yeah, literally. As I've entered this as I was exiting the... Actually, exiting is a weird verb to use. As I was trying to leave the previous level to enter this one, I actually got killed by a door closing. I was messing around, mind you, but still, it left that next spawning block. It left a bit of an impression on me, especially considering how I died previously. Pause. God damn it. You know what, hold on. I'll be right back. Everything started out so great. The chat is pretty much perfect in its scale and readability. It's no longer colored weird ways because I've handled the alpha channel properly. Ooh, a drum of bullets. Let's not pick it up quite yet. The frame rate is twice what it used to be. Everything... the encoding is better, so video quality is probably better. It's probably been improved on the stream and will be improved in the VODs. Oh, more Tommy gun ammo. So everything is great. Everything is peachy. Even the chat is not cut off in any sort of way, shape or form. I turned out to be the weakest link in all of this, which is quite pathetic. All the things I have failed. Yeah, and blood is configured so as not to mess things up. Thankfully I did not die to that door over there. Why today? Of all the days, why today? Usually my allergies leave me be, but today apparently no, they figured would be the perfect time to act up. Might be the stress. Might be a number of factors. The end result is quite the same. A lot of frustration, mostly for me. Of course, what you said a while ago is a very accurate description of what actually happened. The doll did hurt me on the way out. Actually killed me on the way out. It's not the sort of thing one expects most of the time. It's the sort of thing that happened. Actually, this is exactly the thing that happened. This is exactly the thing. Well, not the thing, the movie itself. Yeah, there's still nothing here. What a surprise. Except you can access the balcony. Once again, it's one of the places you can access the balcony from. And I believe if you go through here... Oh, right, you pick up the invisibility. I don't want that. You also pick up shotgun shells. Actually, I might want that. Could be vaguely useful. It's just that I need to make best use of it I can, so I need to get out pretty much immediately. Getting it? Come on. Go, go, go. Now we go around here and here, open the door, open this door, and get to the bar earlier. Oh, fat man, please! Switch away to a different weapon so I don't kill myself by mistake. For killing myself on purpose. No! Oh, fuck! Ah, fiddlesticks. Yeah! Oh, son of a bitch. It's not funny! And I know when that happens. Because a zombie can set another zombie aflame, apparently. But if one zombie sets another zombie aflame at the exact wrong moment, the zombie that gets set aflame becomes invulnerable. Or the original zombie, I can no longer tell. What I know is it's annoying as hell because you end up with one enemy you will never kill because he is the Schrödinger zombie. He's neither alive nor dead. He's in this super state. Of course, that's where gargoyles come to life. He's in this super state between life and he's no longer even just undead. Oh, great! And I hurt myself with the napalm launcher, which is pathetic. It's not a sort of mistake I should have made here. I shouldn't have even bothered trying something so idiotic. Why would I ever do that? Can't even pick up the blue armor because I have the blue armor thingy up to full so far. I don't know what it protects me from, but it protects me from something. I'd have to investigate. I do mean the exact wrong moment. Eesh. I mean, one of the problems is I will probably not get it'll not get tallied up with the enemies I have killed on this particular level. So that's one thing, and other than that, they can still conceivably hurt me by running into me while on fire. So they possess a threat, and they don't just possess a regular threat, they possess present. They don't just present a regular threat, they present an invulnerable threat. I cannot... Well, that comes with the territory. An invulnerable threat that cannot be destroyed, because it's invulnerable, duh. They are enemies impervious to all attacks because they were not meant to be. They are just glitched out beings. I don't know where to go anymore. This might be one of the best arguments against setting zombies on fire. See, that's not even the worst part. The worst part is that zombie is somewhere out there still. Let's not run into the saw, let's not get killed by the door. So many life essences. That was very simple to beat, but the glitches, my goodness. Should I even go here now? To the dagger room? I probably should explore the rest of the mansion first. Have this place. Started this sentence already, I probably finished it as well, but let me repeat that just so that I am acutely aware of this fact. I will inevitably eventually run into that bastard, and I'm not looking forward to that moment one bit. This is the life seed room. Yeah, it drops the life seed. Yep, it got stuck on the doll. Horribly, but it cannot work through it. I mean... Whoa! Had I not gotten away from that spot, you know what would have happened. Either way, there's a life seed here in this room. I need to remember that. I will need it eventually. Same goes for the doctor's bag. But still, life seed. Look at the poor bastard. He can't destroy the cobwebs. And I will not touch those cobwebs. Ah, yes, that's a good theory. This is the... No, it's not. Hold on. Oh, this is the door that leads to the guy. I think. Yep. Zombies cannot open doors as far as I know, so... As long as I close the door behind myself, I can trap the zombie. It's like every goddamn story where you have an enemy you cannot destroy. You just need to trap them, enslave them, lock them. Someplace. I mean, there was another door over there. I will eventually explore that particular place, just not now. Yeah, one of the steps here makes a noise. Is there anything I can do about that? I mean, I don't want to fix the stairs, but is that significant to any extent? Can I go someplace interesting because of that? Alright. Have I gone left? I think I have. I'm full on bullets. Yeah, I visited this place. How about this particular location? Yes, and I think I went ahead over here. Sound like doors opening, not closing. And the doors are supposed to only close behind me. Another thing of note is that on this particular level, you don't... Ah yes, that's the saw. On this particular level, you don't encounter any cultists. It's very deliberate, as far as I've seen. So yeah, because you can see whether something is deliberate or not. That doesn't make any sense. No, it seems deliberate to me. Previous level was fairly creepy, but this one is creepy in a completely different way. There are no human opponents here. Everything you encounter here is dead. You get these 3 schmucks above there running around like headless chicken in utter panic, but other than that, I have encountered no humans here, just monsters. Let's just blow them up with the napalm launcher. And let me not blow myself up with the napalm launcher. Whoa! Oh my! Either way, time to explore some more. You've seen this level mostly, and I do apologize for that. It's just... I did not make that save because I wanted to play by my own rules, and I got burned, and I... Oh, yeah, of course. You can get Guns Akimbo though. Here's the button you cannot press under any circumstances, which kind of upsets me. Or perhaps it is not a button, perhaps it is an ancient tome with a red dot in the middle that just looks like a button you could press. Whatever it is, it's not a pressable button. Might be an unpressable button. You get shotgun shells over here. And this opens up into the hedge maze we all know and love. You can access multiple areas through here. This is a connection. Go to the hedge maze, you can go right. A nice thing to do is probably to collect all the ammo over here. Set the zombies on fire so I don't have to deal with them! Yeah, I knew I went backwards into the sort of spot I shouldn't have even gone forward into. That was a first shot, I've wasted a single float, but it doesn't matter ultimately. Not much matters at all. I don't even have... Let me activate the doctor's bag. I will not die here, that's just not happening. I got hurt for no good reason, absolutely no good reason. Could have avoided that, could have avoided all of it, but I didn't. I was inattentive. You can keep running all the time in this game. There's just no penalty for doing so. You don't have a stamina bar. You can be on the move constantly. So why wouldn't you? You can outrun the zombies, you can run circles around them, and yet I managed to walk into them from time to time. The surprise factor isn't even there. I've seen this particular level, I've been here, I've beaten these particular enemies before. I knew they were coming, and yet I have made the mistake anyway. I mean, I know I'm acting with a lot of confidence, but you must understand that there's a good reason for that. I have been here, I have seen pretty much every spot on this particular level. I have quite decent memory, and even if I didn't, that was just a week ago. All of these areas I have explored. All of these areas, to an extent, at least in the short term, I have memorized. All of these enemies I have beaten. And even back then, it wasn't that big of a... wasn't much of a challenge. I don't blame the game. I'm not saying that it's bad because of that. I didn't expect a bigger challenge. Just that there are difficulty levels I can set, and I have refused to do so for myself, and I accept that. I wanted a bigger challenge. I could have just made the conscious decision to set it to a higher level of difficulty. I did that to myself. I could have switched to a different weapon. I didn't. I deserve that. See, the more mistakes I make, the more until I go, and the more likely I am to make more mistakes. It's a vicious circle. It's vicious, yeah, circle. More of a cycle, really. Not an actual circle. Especially considering the fact that I am somewhat annoyed with the level since I've been here. I'm not necessarily looking forward to all of this, but still, it's not bad. The game is nice. Maybe I'm trying to make too much use out of the napalm launcher because I know that I will encounter some ammo for it later. In part, and in part because of the fact that it's a really fun weapon to use. It's just that you need to be very meticulous with it. You need to be very meticulous. It's not even that. You need to be very careful when using the napalm launcher. If you use it in too close quarters, you're going to hurt yourself. You may even kill yourself. That's a very likely result of using the napalm launcher willy-nilly. It's not what you are supposed to do. You're supposed to attack opponents at range, which was my intention in those circumstances. Obviously, I didn't want to hurt myself. Just did not put enough distance between myself and the Caligars. I could have gone into a more open territory. I could have dragged them onto open land. I probably didn't want to waste time, yours and mine. Probably not the best of choices. Hey, Diff. How you doing? I don't know. I feel somewhat disappointed with life in general, with myself, with my allergies, my health, with the way blood is working right now, since it's flickering from time to time, with the game I have picked for streaming, with pretty much everything. It works so perfectly, and yet, what is this? What is this worth? I can't even focus on the game properly. What am I even doing here? I'm showing you the thing you saw last week. What's the point? I probably should have skipped this. I probably should have done this beforehand, but I didn't. And even though I'm supposed to be playing through this, I am not performing as well as I should. I am making mistakes. I am losing health. Seriously? I'm blaming myself for losing health in an FPS? As in the fact that I didn't play through this perfectly? Well, it's not that. It's not really the fact that I did lose health at all, because that's the sort of thing that has to happen. It's probably more about the way in which the incident has occurred. The problem is more that I have opted to go for certain risky strategies that I knew could hurt me, and yet I have failed to account for. I did not take a calculated risk, I took an unnecessary risk, and I felt bad about it. And it's like in Starship Troopers. It's more like, it's like they said in Starship Troopers. I've made a bad mistake, so then I've made another one. It sounds so idiotic, but it does make a lot of sense. It's this human instinct to an extent. You make a mistake, you are a lot more likely to make... This is a general statement I am not very sure about, but still, hell, why not? Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just putting it out there. If you make a mistake, well, that probably might put you in this sort of mood, thanks to which you will keep making more mistakes. Which sucks. Well, yeah, I've already mentioned blah 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 going on tilt blah blah blah. Not the best of secrets here. There's not much you can do or get. Just these shells. A bit of ammo. That's it. Nothing else. Of course I should use up the Tommy gun ammo, at least 1 gram here, 1 gram there. Yeah, finally here. You haven't missed a lot, which is kind of sad. I don't think there's anything of interest here. Yeah, I've started late because a few things were... Mostly my allergies were acting up. Took the pills, now I shouldn't be operating heavy machinery, I guess. Now this is a horrible idea in general. If my allergies keep preventing me from streaming properly, and if the upshot of that will be that I will just end up taking antihistamines, the side effect of that might be me being a bit more sleepy, and the very point of streaming is to be quite lively, because you're live streaming. It's supposed to be entertaining in real time. So being tired is the antithesis of what you want to accomplish. You want to get there, do things, and entertain people at the same time.
I need a key.
Still don't have the flame key for whatever reason. Yeah, it probably counts as heavy machinery. Alright. Now, the flaming zombie is out there, I know that, so even if I get startled by it, it's not because I was horribly surprised. The dagger key opens up this room. So I'll go there again. And I think this is where you find... Yeah, this is the freezer where you find... Oh, you little invisible bitch! I will not walk into the saw. There's nothing of interest here. Let's not walk into the saw. So the only interesting thing here In the freezer was the Wraith. And I've already flushed it out. Nothing else, nothing pops up at you. Wait. There are grates here. Is there a room behind this? There's a circular saw here, and there are these... There's this kitchen... stove here. A huge stove. Could it be that I can somehow access a place beyond this? I mean, I've tried this previously, but... perhaps there is a way. I don't think there is one, but it was worth a shot. Either way, I have the file key, so now I can access additional areas. This area we already know, that's the dining hall. This is the area you access through the flame key. This is the area you access through the I key. That's the place where I have died. Ay, ay, ay. Well, I'm gonna be fine. No! Why did I switch to the napalm launcher? Alright, here's one important... Why am I even searching this? There's nothing here, absolutely nothing here, I already know this. Alright. Yeah, tree got in the way. Apparently. See, that's the thing, you need to be extremely careful when handling these things. Most of the time you probably shouldn't use the napalm launcher unless you are really sure you're going to be fine as a result. Picked up the life seed pretty much by accident at this point. Probably does. Yeah, I guess but that's not it. It's not that I had bad reflexes to an extent. I've made the decision to use that thing and I shouldn't have in the first place. So let's not do that, shall we? Oh, I've used up the boots. Quite a bit of the boots, in fact. Which was completely pointless, but still. There's nothing here, I know that. Let's not hurt these people. Let's get down. There's pretty much nothing here. Except Beast Vision, which is useless. The only thing Beast Vision does, as far as I've heard, is it makes enemies pop out more in darkness. This place can be accessed without using the boots, but hey, I jumped here, so might as well. Let's just bait it outside so I can fight in open. There we go. So I can fight in the open. I don't know what word I was looking for though. In what? In open quarters? That doesn't make sense. Close quarters combat does, but stop spinning! Just get down here! Yeah. No, but seriously, I don't need to use the napalm launcher. And if I choose to use the napalm launcher, I need to very explicitly remind myself of this fact. Keep it in mind, and with each shot make absolutely sure that I am safe to use it. Otherwise, I'm going to end up in a nightmare scenario. No, as far as I can tell, it's not necessary anywhere. I've tried it before, it just doesn't work. It's useless. I will use the napalm launcher, and that's fine, because this is a very long corridor, and these are enemies that will not come out running at me. They are very slow. If I have to deal with other types of enemies, I might not necessarily want the napalm launcher. Using it against gargoyles is risky. Using it against zombies in a long corridor. I mean, these new style zombies especially. Is safe. Is quite safe unless you're an absolute moron. You have time to aim, you have time to prepare. It's going to be fine. However, if you have to react quickly, let's not fall out the window this time. I know what's gonna happen here, so I might as well set a trap. Fuck. Well, that'll help absolutely no one. And now the only way I can be absolutely safe is if I blow this thing. With dynamite. Well, I blew it. Of course, this is the only path. Let's be careful here, because why not? I'm tempted to... Oh, someone activated the proxy mine. I have so much ammo in this. I should probably switch to Tommy gun as well. Why not? Oh my, that's just silly. Let's use right click first, because I can. I don't have to toss it with left click. I can wait. Right click, toss it in, wait. Let them die. Right click, toss it. Nice.
Strangers in the night, exchanging glances.
See, the moment I tossed it and figured it did not at all hit the intended target, I knew what was going to happen. So I kept a lookout. I wasn't going to walk into a proxy mine again, especially after that incident. I have mentioned so many times already. Anyway, I should probably stick to a fairly safe weapon. Something that will not blow me up. Using the napalm launcher while jumping is exciting and fun, but it's dangerous as hell. Don't use napalm launcher like that. It's just not wise. Also, guys, keep track of things. Have I missed anything? I know there's an area to the left of the skull building, but other than that, I'm fine, right? That's the thing I'm most worried about. I don't want to miss anything. I'll keep using the Tommy gun here over and over on all sorts of enemies. Okay, so right first and then left. Because I have a lot of ammo for it, and I do mean a lot. Come on. You went to the left, I know you did. I know you're here. That's not you. No, bad idea, bad idea. Well, actually, doable. Proxy? If I set a proxy and he doesn't... You know what? I will just bait him out of this ridiculous area. Or I could just use the voodoo doll. Come out. Could use the napalm launcher here, but this is such a well, it's a long corridor, so it's not the greatest risk, but still. I'm kinda scared. I hurt myself a bit. God damn it. There we go. I don't like the voodoo line. I've hurt myself a tiny little bit. I'm still upset with that. Shouldn't have happened. Completely unnecessary damage. But there you go. It did happen. We have a lot of ammo for this dummy gun. And now I think it's time to head for the exit. I've been here and here and I've been to every place before the mage, before the maze, except for that particular spot, which I will jump to later on and which can be accessed in a different way. This place I've been to here as well. So I go out and through here. Through here and forward. This is the right path. Now the left one and over here, and this is the exit, which leads to the entrance door to this particular manor, which we have already discussed previously. We haven't discussed the door, we've discussed the fact that it's a manor. See, you say that as if you were sarcastic, but I think that with no degree. See, the Wraith is fairly harmless. On its own. The thing that could kill me with the Wraith is using the napalm launcher accidentally. Yeah. I've made a tiny mistake in this particular playthrough. Shit! Die! Seriously? You cowardly little piece of... Yeah, Wraiths are absolutely trivial at this point. It's just that if you... Using the napalm launcher against the Wraith is actually the worst of ideas. By the way, the bonus... The good part about blowing myself up, though, is that I will no longer have to deal with that crazy flaming zombie. Unless I create it for the second time, in which case I will be quite upset with myself. Okay, napalm launcher. Okay, maybe not. Okay, maybe yes. No? Do I hear a maybe? I'm trying to dodge. I got stuck on a bookshelf, but the knife or the cleaver barely missed anyway. See, this place has absolutely nothing of interest. Just the place you have seen previously. Sorry, pretty lady. Excuse me, can you, like... Oh. Okay. This is, of course, a secret. Gets invisibility here. Time to kill some zombies. Over here, open the door. Kill this guy. Such a waste! No! See, this is why you don't use them that way. For fuck's sake. I've wasted, absolutely wasted my invisibility. It did next to nothing. Yeah. So setting them on fire isn't much of an option, and pumping them with bullets is the worst idea they could have. Holy crap, is using the Tommy gun ineffective against the new style zombies. Don't do that. Just don't even try. It's bad. You will kill them eventually, but it'll take so long. Now here are two gargoyles. I could try to jump around the trees and try to pick them off with the napalm launcher, but that's a terrible idea. This is what the Tommy gun is for. See, two gargoyle corpses. Neatly tucked in here. Everything is fine. I had invisibility. Had. It faded away in that particular room as I was trying to deal with the new style zombies and a few old style zombies as well. Wasn't worth a damn because the zombies took so long to kill. I might have as well been visible all the time. Now there's a Wraith here. I know that. It's still scary as hell. Ooh, scary Wraith. Come over here and face me. Wraith. Wraith. Thanks. There we go. Yeah, in hindsight. I guess there are a few things you could do, but... Fortunately, I don't have to deal with that goddamn flaming zombie. Now this is the room with the Wraith, with the life seed, so I need to be careful here not to pick up the life seed by accident. Just shut up and try to hurt me! There's the life seed. I'm not picking it up right now because I don't need it quite yet. But I need to remember that it's here. Let's get through the cub. No! 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 I don't think I can. That's the upper bound of the level. Also, you're just goading me into doing the stupidest thing ever. If I try to jump in that particular room, I will pick up the life seed by accident, heal myself by 3 HP, and be horribly upset with myself and my life and the world in general. I'm not doing that quite yet. No! Use! No! 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 Doctors! Ow! Couldn't shake it! I tried everything, I couldn't shake it! It just got to me! It got me by the throat and it wouldn't let go and it killed me! Yeah, most of the time you shake it off and you can deal with the situation, but in those circumstances, maybe, just maybe, both of them came at me, got me by the throat, and as I shook one of them off, the other would latch back onto my throat, and I kept walking backwards into a wall in panic, as one would do in real life, so that killed me. Holy crap, I wasn't able to beat this level today, even though it's so simple. And I knew, well, I expected there to be more of those hands crawling out of that particular small hole. What? Why is it not streaming? Why is it offline? It says I'm offline. What the hell? I'm not! I'm not supposed to... Says offline for me. Hey, can you... Whoa. Don't get it. The recording should be intact, but that kind of frightened me. Whew. Apparently, I just can't do it. And that's the conclusion for this VOD. Catchphrase. Anyway.